Hi, this is Japanese craft beer reviews. Today we're going to begin a short series of beers from the Kyoto Brewing Company in Kyoto, Japan. And Kyoto Brewing has been around since 2015, and I have known this is a disclosure, I've known the head brewer for a number of years, and I've sampled his home brews many a time before he became a brewer. The brewery was founded in 2015 by three people, an American, the brewer, and a Canadian, and a Welshman. And the three of them met when they were working on the JET program in northern Japan, and kept in touch, and over the years decided to work together and create a brewery. The head brewer studied in the U.S. He did an internship at Lost Abbey in California, and also another internship at Shiga Kogen, one of the very best Japanese brewers in Nagano, Japan. And in 2015, their very first year, they were chosen as the best new brewery in Japan by RateBeer Best Annual Survey. In 2019, last year, they were chosen as the best brewery in Japan by the RateBeer Best Survey. They have a tap room in Kyoto that's attached to the brewery, and they're open on weekends only at the current moment, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They have three main beers, a lineup of three main beers, and also two seasonal lines, Kimagure line and Shunkashuto line. And they're kind of rethinking that right now, I think. The Kimagure line has been traditionally pale ales or IPAs, session IPAs, things like that, and Shunkashuto line were saisons, and each of these were seasonal, so one for spring, summer, fall, and winter each. They're currently reconsidering how they're going to do the Shunkashuto line, I believe. So they may not have that in the future. But on RateBeer, they have 175 beers, I believe, quite a few. So they've been experimenting. They do lots of new things. And they've done a number of collaborations. They're kind of growing organically, and I think they've been doing a great job. So we're going to look at several beers from Kyoto Brewing Company. The first beer in this series is a beer that came out last year, and it actually is a little bit old. I probably should have had it a little earlier. I was hanging on to it for a friend who hadn't been able to get it, but eventually did get it, and so I'm going to review it now. The beer is called Kyoto Brewing, and it's a collaboration with Upright Brewing in Portland, Oregon. It's called Ichiju Tasai. They translate this as farmer's table. It is a saison, and there was an original version of this, and then this is the Brett version. They set aside a portion of this collaboration and decided to inoculate it with Brett yeast and put that out on the market. It's very light, as they say, table beer, table saison, and 3.5%, but it has Brett in it. On RateBeer, there's only one rating for it, and that's at 3.7. On Untapped, 17 ratings at 3.85. So the difference in this beer is that there's a secondary fermentation with Brett yeast. All right, and let's give this one a go, shall we? This is quite limited, and we won't see it again, I'm sure. I'm not sure if this was a collaboration for there was a Kyoto, or the Fuji to Hood, or perhaps Hood to Fuji, I'm not sure which one, where they have Japanese brewers and Oregon brewers collaborate on beers. They did it for 2 or 3 years in a row, and they had to cancel this year. I think this was a collaboration for that, where Kyoto Brewing and Upright were paired to make beers. Okay, it's very clear. perfectly clear. Medium pale gold straw, very bright. Kind of thin head, not much going on with the head here. And carbonation seems to have dissipated pretty much here. In the light, pretty much goes to yellow brightness, and that's it. So very thin. Brett in the nose for sure. It's mild. It's not something that makes your head knock back at all. And this is probably matured. May was the date for this, and let's give it a go. It got some citrus, some very stinky sort of vegetables, very light barnyardy sort of nose. Kind of similar flavor, very mild, thin stone fruit. I think there's some tropical fruit in there, but I think the flavors have kind of really dissipated. This should be drunk fresh, and I'm pretty sure I waited a little bit too long on this, but in any case, it's very refreshing, very mild. 3.5%. As I say, this is a table saison, a beer to drink with meals, maybe any meal, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And clearly it would be best in summer, which is the season which saison implies is summer. Kind of working man's or farmer's drink, in the middle of the day, kind of restorative. Very pleasant, light, smooth. If you know Upright, they're one of the most interesting kind of experimental breweries in Portland, Oregon, and Kyoto Brewing. It was a good match, I think, to put these two together. Kyoto Brewing, their initial impulse was to work on Belgian-inspired ales that kind of Belgo-American sort of thing, to combine the best features of both of those, and Upright will do anything. I had a beer from them which had charred beef hearts in it once, and so they're ready for anything, really. Well, that's enough. Again, this is called Kyoto Brewing Upright Collaboration Ichiju Tasai Farmer's Table, a table saison at 3.5% with Brett yeast in it. You probably will never have a chance to see this, but I hope I encourage you to explore Kyoto Brewing a little bit more. If you have a chance, go to their tap room, and you can order a lot of their beers online. Their website is very, very easy to use, and they have a nice new system where you can order one beer, one of anything. You don't have to order a full 6-pack or anything. You have to order 6 or 12 or 24 in a set, but you can order, for example, 6 different beers for one set. So go online, check out Kyoto Brewing. That's it for today. Okay, we're going to do several more soon. Bye-bye.